Panda, cow, zebra, you know, I don't want them to put
if
that,
they
that
understand why that nickname was given to you, it's actually for the positive so that you can soften your edge.
But you and I know that.
They know that because I tell them.
Today, I'm going to be reacting to a photo shoot from America's Next Top Model where Tsai calls one of the models with a skin condition a panda. She confronts him after the photo shoot and she tells him, I don't want to be called that. And it turns into a very huge argument because he does not take it well. So let's check this out.
So Chantelle, how'd you feel?
I felt really good.
You were good today.
Yeah?
Let's walk, let's
Okay.
walk. So listen, I know that you're a little upset that I call you a panda.
Yeah.
I know when Tsai is calling me his lovable panda, it's coming from a very loving place and not a malicious place. But although it may not bother me, it could bother other people that have skin conditions.
I don't want kids out there to see you, someone so high up in the industry, being able to call me Panda and then see somebody else with a skin condition and be like, hey, Tsai could call Chantelle Panda, I can call this person the cow.
It comes from
you know what I mean?
I didn't call you a cow. Chantelle is not gonna make a good model because she rubs people the wrong way. It is hard to get Chantelle to really listen.
This is really aggravating to watch because they're not listening to what she's saying.
Panda, cow, zebra, you know, I don't want them to put
if
that,
they
that
understand why that nickname was given to you, it's actually for the positive so that you can soften your edge.
But you and I know that.
They know that because I tell them.
They could take that out of context.
I think
And it doesn't matter if you mean it from a good place. If you don't know how the other person is going to receive that information. And it's not your place to say, oh, it's a loving nickname. It's not your place to say. If someone doesn't want to be called something, respect it. Don't call him it and just move on. You don't need to make it into this big thing. Like, why is he turning it into this? Why is he having this back and forth with her about it? He should just say, hey, I'm sorry. I didn't know that, and I will not call you that anymore. And I like how she's confronting him about it, actually. She's being very direct. You don't need to give like a million excuses about it, but she's actually being nice enough to at least say, it's this reason why. It's a bigger purpose than myself. Like, other people with the skin condition may not like it. So she's telling him, this is not just me, it's other people with this condition.
How I called your name was never insulting and never harmful and never demean who you are. When I gave you the nickname, it's to help you. If you don't understand it, you would no longer deserve that little soft nickname. I'll call you Porcupine from now on.
She doesn't like that nickname, and she probably doesn't want you to say another nickname either. Like, what is so hard to understand about that? Like, why is he willing to go so far with this? Like why do you need to call her this nickname?
I've had people who called me their best friend be like, oh, I can call you cow because we're friends. That doesn't make any sense. You still can't call me that. It's not appropriate. Ooh.
The fact that he says, oh, well, it's not harmful, but then she's telling him that she doesn't like being called it and it could harm people with the same condition, and he just doesn't seem to care. He just, again, in one ear, out the other, it doesn't matter to him. Like, it's all about his feelings and how he is being seen on the show. The fact that he's getting called out, he doesn't like in front of the cameras, most likely too. He's being called out. His character is in question. He's kind of in his panic mode right there. But the right response would to just be like owning up to it and saying, I'm sorry. Instead, he deflects. He attacks her. He's not listening to anything that she's saying at all.
Chantelle is not gonna make it in the modeling industry if she keeps this attitude that she has. And she doesn't seem to care what anybody else have to say.
No. You don't seem to care what anyone else has to say. And it's evident from the footage that we just watched that was recorded for all of us to see. It's funny how he's basically describing himself. He's like, she's not going to make it in this industry because of her attitude. And I'm just thinking, he's literally describing himself. He's like, let me just list off all the things that I am. I'm like, kind of ironic, isn't it? Just a little bit. Tsai, you're not fooling anybody. We know what's up. We know you're talking about yourself. Don't be shy.
Let me tell you, the reason I gave you that nickname, because I had to figure out how to soften my energy with you.
Right.
Because Panda to me is loving and fun and cute. and I know there's a part of you can be that.
Yeah.
There was too much in that conversation. It's like he would go from like, okay, I'm sorry, but also you're the worst. But also I understand, but I hate you at the same time, and you suck as a model and you're never gonna make it. But also I'm gonna play this soft music in the background, this piano music. so that it seems like we're having a moment and connecting here. It seems like it's all about her having an attitude to him. Like, that's the problem. Like, not what he called her. He's like not even addressing the situation at hand. Now he's kind of twisting it and then turning it into like, okay, but you have an attitude problem. And also, I love pandas, so they're cute animals. You know when you try to argue with someone and you literally list all the things that they done? You crashed my car, you didn't pay me back, you stole my cat, you ate my pizza, like, and you list off all these things, and then they come back with like, oh, but you didn't flush the toilet that one time. And then you're like, what are you... But they just don't focus on the issue at hand. They just bring up like the one instance where you didn't do something or you had a moment, or I don't even know. You guys get what I'm saying, right? Do you guys know people? Yeah, we all know someone like that.
So I can change, can you?
Of course.
All right, let's hug it out.
Yes.
She handled that so well. I'm so proud of her. That was probably a very difficult confrontation to have. I think she did it perfectly. I obviously went off the rails a little bit, you know, because you cannot take responsibility for anything, but she did the best that she could, and I praise her for speaking up. I'm very proud that she did.